Hey guys, today I'm going to walk you through my 2001 Ford Ranger that's been outfitted as a EV charging rig. It is exactly like it sounds. I got together so that I can go charge an electric vehicle on the side of the road or in their driveway if they don't have a charger available for some reason or anything like that. This is a business that I've been excited to jump into. I've had the idea on my head for a couple of years. My normal job is I own a diesel shop. And I'm 25 years old and I've always been excited to jump in other businesses. I want to kind of expand what I'm into, and this felt like a great way to go ahead and do that for me. So I'm excited to walk you guys through and show you what I did and how much money I got into this thing so that you could possibly do the same thing for yourself. So guys, to start out, this is my 2001 Ford Ranger. Pretty clean little truck. I got it off of a customer for pretty cheap, threw a set of tires on it, and it's a single cab short bed with the manual transmission. Real clean little truck. Only has, I believe it has 129,000 on it. Nice little four banger. I got the camper top off Marketplace for 300 bucks. I bought this Champion generator. I'll go into in a little bit why I chose that generator. And I got an Emporia charger, which for the most part, super straightforward. There's not a button on the thing. You plug it in and it starts charging, and the rest of the controls are done from your phone. I got a little fuel jug holder here, and that's to keep extra gas. Eventually I want to get one of the little electric pumps that can pump it directly in there, but for now I open up the side window there and I'm able to just fill it up right there. You can kind of see the fuel cap in there. So one of the biggest struggles that I face with on this whole thing is that I really wanted to have the generator enclosed inside the bed of my truck. A lot of other people that do it, they have it hanging off the back by one of those little cargo things hanging from the hitch, or some people have it on like a pull-out thing in their bed so that they can pull it outside, let the generator breathe, get all the exhaust gas out of it. I really wanted to be enclosed, a full unit. I didn't want to have to move nothing. I wanted to pull up, fire it up, and hook up the charger to whatever needed charge. So while doing that, I faced some struggles. Getting heat out mostly was one of them. The thing used to get hot as hell on the inside. And because of that, the generator would actually shut off because it actually has a safety for oil temperatures. So in order to avoid that, I put some fans on the side of it, and I had to put a ventilation fan on the top. You can see I got two, I believe those are 15-inch fans, like radiator fans. I got them at the local parts store, wired them in. And then I have an RV vent fan on the roof. All of that's hooked up to this switch here. You can see it's labeled, and you can see it closes and opens. And then for the fans, this switch is actually only meant to turn on that little fan that's in the vent. Since I wanted to run these other fans on it, I wired them into a relay so that it pulled all the load off of this little switch. So when I come on, it pushes some serious air into it and out of it all through there. It does a good job. I've had the thing run for almost 2 hours without any issue. And so I've decided that it's ready to hit the road. And then obviously, because of this whole setup, I had to route the exhaust outside. I was able to find like an aftermarket exhaust extension on Amazon for it. I believe it was $50 or $60. I'll put that on the parts breakdown at the end. But I have some heat wrap around it. I didn't do the greatest job on the muffler, but the whole pipe is heat wrapped and routed straight out and down. You can see if you look in here, that's the muffler going straight out in front of the right rear tire. So with the charger and generator setup, I went with this setup for a number of reasons. I went with the generator because after doing research, in order to run a level 2 charger, at a minimum, you really do need 10,000 watts in order to efficiently power that. I mean, the more the better. I went with this. It's a 12,000 watt Champion generator at a great price point. It was relatively compact for how many watts it puts out. And then I went with the Emporia charger because, again, great price point. I believe it was a little bit over $400. But I love the simplicity of it. It has no buttons whatsoever. There's really nothing to worry about. I thought about eventually hardwiring it into the generator, but for now it works just plugged into that cable there. It comes with a 25-foot lead, and all of the fine things I can just I can change from my phone. I can log into the app and see the percentage of the car, everything like that, while I'm on the side of the road or in a parking lot or wherever I may be using this. The generator, I have it just mounted. You can see I got 4 mounting bolts mounting it straight to the bed of the truck. I took the wheels off it, obviously. There's a plastic cover on the top there. I took that off to try to get some more heat out of it. And obviously I also took the handle off of the front of it. And with that, it fits really quite nicely. So when I pull up somewhere, it's pretty straightforward. I just got to open this side window here. Then I got to open up the top vent. Let the thing open up all the way. Turn on all 3 fans. You guys can tell it's a little bit loud. Once you open or close up the tailgate, it's not that bad. But you guys can see the light. It's already come on the charger, and this thing's ready to roll. So, like most projects of mine, obviously it's never going to stop. I always am going to have things that I want to do to change or make things more efficient. And what I want to do to this thing next is eventually in the future, I'd love to get some strobe lights put on it. I feel like that'd be very useful, very safe for, you know, being on the side of the road or whatever, especially at night. Also, I would like to maybe put a set of sumo springs in the back. I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with that, but basically it's kind of like an overload helper piece of foam that goes on top of the leaf spring and under the frame to kind of help support some of the extra weight. It's kind of hard to tell just by looking at it, but the thing does lean back probably about 1 inch due to all the weight from the generator and everything of it. It doesn't really affect the handling, but I just feel like eventually I'd like to do that and be a little less wear and tear on things. But other than that, I really can't think yet of anything else that I'd like to add on to it. I'm obviously open to suggestions. Leave it in the comments if you've got any ideas, and I will just have to figure it out as I go, and I'll keep you guys updated with this business. So for the cost breakdown, in case this is something that you're looking to jump into, I got it all written down here, how much I got into it. I got the generator for $2,300. I paid $430 for the charger. I was able to get the truck for $1,200 off of a customer. That was kind of a deal. I bought the camper top off Facebook Marketplace for $300. I bought the vent and the roof and 2 fans. I have about $370 into. The gas can was $40. The holder for the gas can was $120. The exhaust was $60, and that all comes out to $48.20. Now, that doesn't include tires that I put on the truck. That doesn't include the window tint on the truck. That doesn't cover a lot of the little things, but that's basically giving you a baseline, what you could do this rig for, bare bones, depending on, you know, how much you get the truck for and the type of condition it's in. You can go from there, but that's how much I got into this rig. And let me know if you have any questions or would like to hop into it yourself.